What are the key areas of Nigerian laws that you think they need urgent reviews, and why?
Okay. Thank you very much. See, being a practicing lawyer, day in, day out, we go to court and we see how the interpretation of this law affects the rights and liberties of individuals, how it affects businesses and foreign investors coming into Nigeria. Our laws at this moment are simply not living up to the realities of the world we find ourselves in today. Most of our laws are still colonial relics. And even the laws that were passed after colonization are still not adequate to meet up with the age we live in today. Since the turn of millennium, advancement in human society, if it used to be in months and years, it's now in decades. You see the advancement of the advancement of digital technology, the internet, has turned the whole world into a global village.
Yeah.
So our laws should not be only cater to the needs of Nigerians, but to cater to the needs of an evolving and a fast-moving global community. As I speak to Nigeria, it's very, very, very far left behind. In fact, it is only until the recent few years that the government is actually making serious efforts to make our laws meet up with the global standard, as there's an urgent quest to have foreign direct investment come into Nigeria, because the Nigerian economy cannot develop alone in isolation. Mm-hmm. We need foreign direct investments in Nigeria to help stimulate our economy. So foreign direct investment cannot come into Nigeria when your laws are obsolete. Our court system does not even encourage foreign investors to come into Nigeria. When you have your dispute before the court, they take years. They are matters. For example, I think a few months ago we were at the Supreme Court during the validity session of one of the justices of the Supreme Court. There was a case that lingered in Nigeria for over 40 years. Wow. The case was started by a lawyer whose son took over. The case started before the son was born. The son was born, went to school, university, law school, was called to bar, and then continued that case. So imagine a foreigner who wants to come and invest in Nigeria, and then a dispute arises in the course of business, and then this business has to take up to 40 years. How does that encourage foreigners to bring direct investment into Nigeria? So every day, apart from foreigners, you see, every day in Nigeria, you see the common man, justice is being delayed. And in most cases, justice delayed is justice denied. Cases linger in court for lengthy and donkey years. That does not inspire confidence in the system of administration of justice. So more needs to be done. You see, the only thing we prioritize in Nigeria, unfortunately, are elections. After every 4 years, electoral law is being reviewed. The same should apply to other areas of human endeavor. At the very least, we say 5 years. This law should be revealed in 5 years. The Abuja, Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which was passed by the National Assembly in 2015, it took over 20 years to pass that law, because the previous one we had was in the 70s. From 1970s to 2015, about 40 years before the criminal law was amended. Now, even the Abuja is almost semi-obsolete. Abuja was passed in 2015. That's the most recent Administration of Criminal Justice law we have in Nigeria that applies federally. It's by next year to be 10 years old. And even that is not able to keep up with the fast development we're experiencing in our society today. So on a daily basis, we see it, how it plays out. And judges will tell you their duty is only to interpret the laws. Mm-hmm. They don't make the laws. It is these laws that have been passed by the National Assembly, however long they have been passed, that is the laws that the judges can only interpret, and that is the law that applies to human behavior. And so far, it has been inadequate to cater for the fast-evolving human society we live in Nigeria today.